Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over the greatest Faker moments so far during Worlds 2023. Will the GOAT win his first Worlds in Korea? Let's dive straight into the unkillable Demon King's journey to the finals.
One just goes for the blades. Arrow coming in.
Yeah, Owner is going to get blocked out, so Koshik is going to be able to take this one. The arrow is going to connect, but Yun is going to be able to cleanse that one away. Owner's still looking for more. As the shockwave lands, Koshik is going to try and safeguard his way out for the hostile takeover. Will cancel that, and Faker will grab it. Just going to go back towards this bottom side of the map and try and clear up these minion waves. CoreJJ finds Faker once again. Shattering Strike going to come through, but he's going to be pulled back by the shockwave. The dissonance comes in. There's the Magna Storm as Faker is pulled forward. Can he find the clockwork wind-up? He doesn't need it.
Happen will be incredible. Right now, though, Baron power play actually working out okay.
Summit has to be able to escape this.
Trying to get out of the way, but the Glacial Prison is going to connect. The arrow is going to sail wide. He tries to all out his way through. Does still have a bit of a shield, but Faker will finish him off. And that is going to be the Nexus turrets falling down. Our observers following the story of Summit, but it's the Nexus that needs to be addressed, and T1 are going to take the game, the first game.
Support is also going to come down into the mid lane, or come up, I should say, as now Keria is here. He's got a combo going as the rest of Gen.G is trying to come out and punish this, but it's actually T1 who are now in a 3v2 situation. Peanut has to flash away. Even Guma's joining the fight, and T1 are going to start this.
Is spiking so hard right now. They're only up 700 gold here, but the items they have on the carries they have are just so deadly. They're going to actually take this turret, maybe more.
Pays is just eating the damage. I mean, he just sits on the ball, and Faker says thank you for
first view without a real fight as Doran once again looking for an opportunity.
Wait, this is the same spot. I saw this already, but it was Kaisa. But Faker says, I am different. I can challenge you. And that he will. He's just holding on, waiting for the 1 second for his shockwave. Doesn't even need it as Jody gonna come in, dodging the shuriken as Faker, but he's in a lot of trouble. He's alone against 3, and now Zeus is on the run to light, trying to continue on this one. Pays running. This is very well set up for them to just take the Cloud Soul, and that they will. They're just gonna take down the objective, and in the front is Owner. He's just gonna get ripped to shreds immediately. Guma doesn't even get to do damage in this fight, as Zeus on the run as well, taking a punch. In goes Guma, trying to do something, but at this point it just looks like Gen.G are in total control of this game, and Faker just gonna walk away with just his life. The rest of his team is gone.
The rest of his team is gone, and this game, I think, likely gone with it. And once again, same MO from Gen.G. Control the choke point, kite back to Baron, put Delight in the front. He looks like a squishy target. Maybe you can push onto this Recon, but Delight will turn on you on a dime, and they just cannot close the distance. Owner tries, ultimately without Faker's help. But like I was saying before, everything needs to work together with T1, and if there's no vision, if there's no choke point control, you just cannot do it against Gen.G.
Oh boy, Faker trying his best, but I think Gen.G have their sights on the Nexus as a massive equalizer over the top. Just the cherry on top as Gen.G dominate.
Hold his own in mid lane and press his F keys really good and talk.
He's been pressing his keys pretty well. Owner, once again, maybe it's showboating, I'm not sure. Owner in a little bit of trouble as he does have some help from his squad, but he is going to be able to get away. Blabber gets hooked by the feathers, and now there's a massive equalizer on the entirety of C1. Just trying to, C9 rather, trying to retreat out of this one. That's a huge fight comes out from Keria, and they turn this one around, and even the tower can't get into this one, as Keria will disable that. This might just be a clean ace going into the hands of T1, and that it is. Nobody will fall on the side of T1.
An insane win here for T1, but we all saw it coming. They had control over the Dragon, and at this point in time, Owner is just so tanky, he could absorb a lot of that damage, and as the turn begins, it on is really hard to criticize for C9. There really is no correct play.
Now Faker is just doing a dance in the enemy base at this point in time, picks up the quickness and just kind of shoves it in their face as T1. You know, they're on pace to try to break one of the fastest games that we have had here in the Swiss stage. The turrets of the Nexus are already going down. C9, they're gonna have to make one last stand, and they get the knock up here on a Zeus who loses a total of 0 health at this point in time as the Bard ultimate comes out as well. And Carry is having a lot of fun at this point. Fudge is in that back line, but he's just going to be ripped to shreds by the Feathers once again. As T1 will play with their food, they will get what they deserve after this victory. As down will go the Nexus. T1 will move on to 2-1 in the Swiss stage.
It's a party. It's a party up here in the topside river. The Herald not going to be taken down just yet. They're going to smite it away. Owner picks up the eyeball. Everybody came to the party, but now we're all leaving to go do our homework. Keria finds a tongue lash on the Yagao. No more follow-up here just yet. Nice root coming out from Gumayushi. Now they're going to go in. There's the wombo combo. T1 ain't going to kill anybody just yet. Yagao barely gets away. Owner's ready to swoop in for the Cataclysm. And on gets turned off. Gumayushi flips the switch. And now Shun tries to fire back.
Right now, Zeus did not join. T1 said, we're fine without you, buddy.
All right, pin is low. Still lots of free firing damage coming out from Gumayushi. Remember, there is no ulti available for Alcon. Goes in, finding a Magnet Storm onto 3, but he ain't gonna find any kills just yet. On is gonna die first. They take out the jungler second. Ben ain't gonna get it. Shun is down. T1, run them over.
The range is lethal from T1. 4 versus 5. BLG just can't even get close to T1. And when they finally do, Carrier devours his mid laner.
He is about ready to transform. Magnet Storm was used for a whole lot of nothing. Owner's got Yagao locked down, but Owner's gonna drop instead. They'll trade him back for the mid laner, and Shun falls too. Now it's 2 inhibitors down, and a 4v3 for T1. The souls are all over the place, but they're the souls of BLG players, as T1 is not stopping here. Elk may have been the one to take out Owner, but now the push just keeps going. Zeus will grab another on Bin, as Elk has the killer instinct right back into his own fountain. He flashes away just to live. T1 just stomp BLG in game 1.
Carrie is having fun too.
Oh, he is.
The top lane for them. If you're looking at what's going on up there, Bin could be a serious issue. And if you're BLG, that's something you know you can play around as the game goes forward. On's going to be caught by Shockwave. He could not live through it.
See the mountain goats up on those tiny cliffs? Like, it is crazy.
They're trying to catch Owner this time, but instead, it's on, and Gumayushi's unstoppable. They found Yagao! Shut down for Fate!
Miracle, but they're sending Zeus right for him. The 2 bouncers here, Keria and Zeus, gonna make sure he's getting nowhere near that thing.
Not getting an opportunity to even try.
Oh, but they got him with the tongue lash.
Oh!
Elk has to flash over the wall. Elk with a potential massive outplay, and Zeus goes into the stasis, but he keeps himself alive. Gumayushi is dominating, and Ben will not find the stun here with a counter strike.
All of T1 is, yes, Faker with his crown shattered.
Okay, Owner with the engage, forcing the flash out of Yagao. Beautiful flag and drag right back out over the wall. Ben gonna be the target now as On looks to try to provide some disruption. Shun back over with a ball breaker, but he ain't gonna find a whole lot. Re-engage from Owner. Stopwatch to stop them in their tracks. Oh my goodness, it's T1! Just absolutely rolling over him. Double kill for Guma. Triple kill for Guma. Owner picks up another. Ben's the last man left alive, and he's gonna walk home with a broken leg. T1! Away, Super Mega Death Rocket not gonna find the target, but Gumayushi finds the kill on Elk instead, and they'll happily take that. Ben trying to disengage with a lead strike back to his jungler, but now he's gonna be thrown up in the air by Owner yet again. Shut down over to Gumayushi. T1 may have just won the game.
Another convincing fight for T1. BLG just, they have no options in the fight. T1 are just consistently getting the better of them. Shun is forced to retreat. The TP now coming in from both Zeus and Faker.
T1 are ready to end it here. The early game was tough. The top lane was rough. And for BLG, it was not enough. T1, the greatest team ever in League of Legends, is ready to bring it back and do it again. They're on the Nexus, and they're on their way to the quarterfinals.
3 members in the area ready to set up. Scout on the flank, however, going to look for the shove. Is going to manage to catch only Zeus in the meantime. Faker still standing strong. Shockwave getting good damage down. T1 quick to force the bite. Sika not powerful enough to force that one through. T1 taking one and might just turn right back to the Herald.
Yeah,
Here, only going to further extend Faker's lead, as you can see on the bottom of your screen there. Scout doing what he can to just push everything back, but now they might just go in for the counter punch. Scout pulled away, forced to flash out to safety. The Herald still connects. Now Faker going to be in trouble, but again, there's no follow-up damage here. Oriana just sitting pretty. Thank you very much, Tarzan. That was terrible. And now what the hell? T1! They're
Going to be on.
Have to be careful about locking themselves in the pit. Keep your eyes on Guma if he gets to the back line. Owner now stepping forward. Dragon Soul stolen, and now it's Guma Yushi looking to tear through the entire team. Goes golden right to the back line. Zeus continuing to step up, but Zeka needs to be the difference maker. Zeka needs to hold on, but there are too many members free firing into the Gwen. Zeus stands strong on the back side of the fight, taking down so many members.
It's a clean ace for T1. Faker shockwaves the minions just to speed up the demise of LNG. The Korean fans erupt here as T1 gonna claim game number 1.
Busan will not be silenced yet. Incredible.
Dead man if they tried to fight this one, so it's gonna be pushed back.
There's no follow-up there. Instead, the Herald immediately gonna get dropped. T1 now looking to grab 2 plates here. Flash in though, Owner's not happy with just 2 plates. Scout now gonna be in trouble, but they can't quite find the damage. Faker going forward, looking for a bit of revenge. After the first tower dive, he will
We'll try to retake some of this vision, and LNG are gonna try to get the scuttle and see if they can find the better angle for the engage.
Scuttle down, Gala great guns for a fight. In terms of sustained DPS, he absolutely outclasses Guma. But if it just comes down to a poke battle, he will not come out on top. LNG forcing the issue.
Hong doesn't have a good angle to engage at all, though. Like, look where he's playing. He's almost like trying to mark Zeus, but he needs to get the backline. They're gonna go.
Flash in, Owner Gala manages to make it out safety. Isolated for now, looking for Zeus over the wall. Zeus on the backline, but Gala forced to safety. Chakrams stacked. Zeus can't find the angle, but the shutdown coming through for Faker. T1 taking the fight anyway. Gala looked good.
For this objective. Elder, just too much power to give over. The T1 patiently prodding, find the angle.
And the fervor of the fans in Busan will not force T1 to play over-aggressive. They keep their discipline, they remain composed, they close out cleanly versus LNG in Game 2 and bring us to match point, a semifinal spot on the line. For Tarzan in just a couple of seconds here, counting down, ticking away.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Faker gonna try to cover early ult to try to make it out safety. T1 backing off, are they gonna kill? LNG linger for a bit too long, not respecting the burst, and here comes Faker. Tarzan getting shredded by the soldier. One more is gonna do it. Ulti goes a little bit wide, but the second half of the root on the Chain of Corruption will catch. Owner wants to keep this 1v1 going. Scout now retreating, Scout now coming in. Stun goes in, the pullback nice from Scout, buying a bit more time, but now again the follow-up. The steadfast presence, and who is steadfast if not T1 in the face of elimination? Free back out to the wall. Zeus firing up with so much damage down. Go Zika. The pushback is massive. Gala knocked out, and T1 eyes on the prize.
And it's the God of Thunder. He loves his lightning champions, and Jace was always his most iconic. And in this final game, Zeus shows why he still pulls it out.
Final push now, LNG, one last desperate hold, but they've got nothing left. And even as every other LCK team falls away, Faker stays standing. T1 stays standing. The last light of the LCK burns bright, and Busan is ahead to the semifinals.
Getting low.
But opted for lethality. He's still relatively squishy, all things considered. Zeus still stepping forward with the Infernal Chain, looking for the lockup. Tempered Fate now coming in, isolating Knight. Knight right in the back line, Owner immediately with the follow-up engage. Zeus still standing. Now finally the buy is going in, but it might just be too little too late. Knight, fancy feet to the back of the fight. Zeus ticking, burning, but the shutdown to 369. But now they're just fish caught in the barrel, waiting on the slaughter of the curtain call. T1 stepping in and dominating the hair.
Steals it away, and they also get
Owner.
Never mind, he gets a freebie back.
Staying a bit too long, stun now coming through. 369, careful not to overheat too quickly. Continuing to walk forward, making sure now he has the flame spitter to try to bring it back. Shockwave there, Carrier not quite able to connect. Maybe they have the damage. Faker's gonna be in trouble, missing now, pushing him back, trying to sacrifice. 369 burns down to the ignite of Carrier, missing, killed as well. On the play, if they can get the Drake as well, it's everything. Owner waiting in the darkness. Gen.G, this is such a tough angle to fight from. continuing to stay around, continuing to stick around, willing to give up so many resources. The crash in mid lane already happened from the Herald, the tower slowly but surely crashing. Or rather breaking down now as Dragon still aggroed here, Keria playing on the edge. Ruler going through the portal. Feathers fly, but to little effect as Gen.G just have to run the pullback over the wall. Now they're just trying to isolate and take out Zeus. Big gold influx for the side of Gen.G. Can they take the fall fight? Already the equalizer burned. Keria running through the magical journey. Everybody trying to get out, but Owner will be denied. Owner cannot find the escape, but it doesn't matter because T1 are there in time. Missing, trying to fire back. Gumayushi out of ammo, desperately trying to reload, but here comes the kunai. Here comes Knight, the flash away to safety. 3 shots left in the barrel. Manages to lock him down, playing on the edge, missing as he stepped
Faker's
too
coming!
far. Faker on the flank. No shockwave. A lot of help. Has to play careful here. Knight, no ultimate. Needs to make his way out of this one. The lockup there from Guma from so far away. Owner coming in. The pullback on the missing, trying not to stick around for too long. One taken down already. Knight now going in, trying to turn it back. Guma says not. Really gonna look to knock him down. Can they find it? Kanavi going right back into Zeus. Owner in the area. Big damage coming in for the Dark Blade. Missing on the backside, trying to buy some space. But the shockwave is clean. And in comes the curtain call. It is Zeus wreaking havoc on all of Gen.G to finish the fight. T1 looking to break open the base of Gen.G.
That's a clean ace. That's got to be the game. I think they can push for the end.
Halt construction on the Golden Road immediately. T1 have something to say about it.
From start to finish, they have been in the driver's seat from the creative pathing in the early game of Owner to shut down 369. T1 have their eyes on the prize, and the prize alone. A spot in the finals, or at least one game closer. T1 showing up massive in this first game. Missing, and Kanavi should not be enough. The Nexus lower and lower. T1 drawing first blood in this series. 369 solo zoning off as meanwhile Kanavi just walks in with the Baron empowered minions just to threaten the Nexus. Gen.G, their chokehold on T1, and they're starting to squeeze T1. Not a lot of...
And not give an engage opportunity. Have to be a little bit careful about that one.
The good news is...
But Zeus is behind, they're going for it, T1.
Looking for the angle, missing, could be in trouble here. Zeus on the backside looking to lock up, trying to take down a bit more damage. Infernal Chain's not going to be very effective. Knight going golden, has a bit more space. Kanavi now on the way in. In goes Kanavi, and that should just be it. T1 holding on for dear life. Faker uncontested on the backside. Gumichi going golden, but he is going to go down. The flash out will not be enough. GA up just in time to keep Kanavi standing. It's a clean ace in the base of T1 as Gen.G will move on and close out game 2.
It's a textbook.
Zeus on the flank, Faker over the wall. Objective getting lower and lower. The Weaver's wall coming out, isolating Owner. Might go for the 50-50, but it's absolutely psycho. Flashes over the arrow. Faker goes in. It's incredibly clean. Gen.G with the counter punch. Can they get anything back? Ruler untouched on the backside. Dragon still standing, but Owner will take that away too. My God, what an engage from T1.
Owner, you magnificent beast! What in the world? He makes the engage happen and he secures the Dragon. T1. Whoa! My favorite story about Owner too is that his name.
Absolutely is. Missing maybe now caught out again, just as you call it, Chronicler. But Kanavi in the meantime just trying to isolate Zeus. He needs to be careful though because the rest of T1 is now coming in. Missing running for the hills, but he surely will go down. Faker grabbing the kill. 369 being forced out of the pit. Locked up. Cloud Rift. On his side, T1 just need to weather the storm.
And the heal is good in lane, but once you get out, it is very tough not to have the cleanse.
Zeus on the flank.
Zeus on the side. TP coming in. Faker looking to make the play against Ruler. Owner goes in. And again, the combos are clean. The hostile takeover is damn well hostile. T1 looking to leave no survivors alive. 369 admits the entire team will get absolutely nothing. T1 in the clutch are too damn clean.
Faker predicts Ruler's flash. He gets there first. He catches him with the ultimate. It is a clean ace.
The T1 gonna go up to match point. And it's Faker that sets it up. Owner that knocks it down.
Just when you think that Gen.G are in total control, it wasn't even about the Cloud Soul. It was a single moment from T1 that gave them this game, that set them up for a match point. Missing He won't be enough. T1 gonna break the base. T1 gonna move on to match point. A clean fight out of nowhere secures them their second game. As well as the Iron Spike whip. No level 6 again.
6.
Carry a flash to the wall, locking up Knight. It's a clean play. Flag drag, flash forward. Committing on to Knight. The shockwave now coming in. Faker turning it right back. First blood. Everybody getting out. That's a one hell of a magical journey. They'll get the kill back onto Owner, but now they're in enemy territory. Cosmic Binding is good, but here comes Kanavi. Locked up, nowhere for Faker to go, and Gen.G fire back, but Zeus has to be the difference maker here. A good shockwave, the Zeri follow-up could be enough for Gen.G to take the fight, but for now they're focused on the objective. Owner zoning them away. 2.5K, it's getting lower and lower. They will burn it down. They get what they came for. T1, do they want to stay for the fight? Knockup coming through. Owner caught up. Flag and Drag will take him out to safety. Kanavi burning on the back side. Owner still standing. Ruler with the lightning crash now trying to go in, but goes golden. Carrier buys a bit more space for the rest of the team. Arrows coming in from the bars. Ruler incredibly low, but maybe, just maybe, he can turn it back. But Guma's still standing tall. He can't walk into range. T1 starting to feel like an inevitability. Ruler, Zeri, not enough.
T1 are running Gen.G in circles in these team fights. What?
Taves flashing forward, just trying to deny, just trying to zone them away. Blood in their eyes. They want everything. They'll break the tier 1.
And Zeus, the team right where Owner lived.
The lineup is perfect there. They've locked up Ruler. That's all that they need. Zeus now stepping in. Zeus desperate to get the Q3, but he cannot find the angle. Ruler now retreating. T1, will they go for more? Flashing from Owner. Kanavi now in trouble. Wild Glove coming out. T1 find the angle. Barreling down the top side with the Baron. Ready to break the backs of Gen.G. The magical journey for T1 coming through. And perhaps the golden road. Locked up.
Knight is locked.
The crown will not stop that. And he's only a Knight. Faker knocking him down. Unstoppable. And cuts for Gen.G.
So much riding on these last minutes. Gen.G trying to defend their golden road as it crumbles before them. T1, the onslaught will not stop. Third inhibitor goes down.
T1 pushing in.
They're not done.
They've got the Baron still. 36 seconds. 5K Red Bull Baron power play backing them up. Zeus finding an initial knockup, just a bit of poke. A single misstep from Gen.G and T1 can instantly fully commit to the fight. It's the shockwave. Kanavi getting lower and lower, falling apart under the pressure. Gen.G's hope dwindling. They've taken down BLG. They've taken down LNG. It is not LPL versus LCK. It is T1 versus the LPL. And they like those odds as they move to finals.
Thank you for watching until the end. These were some of the greatest Faker moments so far during Worlds 2023. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.